To Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbao. Tonight is the Black Stars of Ghana in action against their counterpart, Central African Republic. It's a World Cup qualifier game happening at the Barra Sports Stadium. It's currently underway. It's just resumed the second half, just about 10 minutes into the game. And the Black Stars are losing at the moment, 2-1. All goals coming in the first half. It was Jordan Ayew who took the lead in the 6th minute for the Black Stars from the penalty spot. Then Louis Mafuta equalized for the Central African Republicans in the 11th minute and increased their lead in the 41st minute. So it's currently 2-1 in favor of Central African Republic. The Black Stars currently pushing really hard to try and get the equalizer and go for the win. Kwame Banaya monitored the first half and he joins me in studio. Kwame Banaya is part of the Joy Sports team. Banaya, it's been a really interesting first half for the Black Stars. You know, if you look at the changes that Otuado made in the in the starter lineup, 3 changes: Fatai Isaaku, Jordan Ayew, and Kamaldeen Suleiman all coming in, and they're already down by 2-1. What has gone wrong for the Black Stars, though?
So, in our first game against Mali, it made sense that he went 5 back to defend and break on the counter so that we get a result, and it worked perfectly well. And at home, it won't be right to sit back and defend because you need to attack and get the result because we need to qualify and top the group. So it was understandable with the formation he went with 4-2-1, 4-2-1-3. So with Salis and Pate in the middle, with Kudus Mohamed behind, Fatai Isaaku, Jordan Ayew, and Kamaldeen. But the problem in this game has been that our midfield has been very far apart from the defense. So the defenders have not been held by the midfielders. So when Pate moves forward, whenever we lose the ball, there's no one in the middle of the pack to
try and help
the defenders. So it has kept Alexander Jiku and Mohamed Salisu in a lot of pressure so far in this game. Whenever the Central African Republicans have the ball, when we lose the ball, they get it, and then it just takes one pass.
Yeah, because that was how they equalized.
Yeah, that's how they equalized.
Mohamed Kudus losing the ball, one pass over, over Jiku and Salisu, and then,
And even the second goal we conceded also, it was a 1-2 between Kudus and Kamaldeen. That didn't come true. It didn't work, and I think Ghana have scored. So,
the update we are getting now is that the Black Stars have equalized, and Jordan Ayew has scored the second of the night. So it's a game where Jordan Ayew and Louis Mafuta will appear to be, getting the goals in this game. So it's currently 2-2 at the moment, and just somewhere around the 60th minute, I believe. And the Black Stars have still got some time on their hands to try and go ahead and win the game. So this is an important equalizer. What does this do for the team and their bet together win?
So now we have to keep the momentum and push for the winner. But we have to also focus and be very careful with what doesn't work the back because despite us getting the equalizer, our problems are still there. The Central African Republicans, it looks like they've really steadied the team and they are exploiting our weaknesses. Just using our midfielders' inability to, let me say, track back, and they are using that to punish us. So we have to be very careful, even though we have to now push and get the 3rd goal. It is very necessary because when we win this game, it takes a bit of pressure off us, and we'll be more relaxed heading into
9 points.
9 points.
Move top of the table.
You know that the other games you can now relax a bit and get a result because if you are not able to win this game, you have Mali to play and Madagascar and all these teams. When they come, they are very stubborn to break down. So it's a very good equalizer for us, but we now have to push and get the winner. And after this game, I think we still have to go and do our homework, especially Coach Otuado, because this game, even though if you win, it's a very good result for us, but it won't be a very impressive performance.
It won't be an impressive performance, but as we speak now, it's 2-2. The Black Stars have found the equalizer. The game is still underway. It's happening at the Barra Sports Stadium. And it's happening at the Barra Sports Stadium. So at the moment, the Black Stars will be on 7 points. 7 points. And that will be the most, in the standings at the moment. That will be the most with Comoros and, of course, Mali and Madagascar yet to play their second game. So it will be the most in the standings, 7 points. But the Black Stars need to get the win over there. So this is how it's looking like. 62nd minute. It's 2-2 at the moment. And just like you saw, Jordan Ayew getting the win. And the update we've got for you is that there is another goal. And there's another goal. And the Black Stars have increased their lead to what? 3 now.
3 now.
That's in a space of how many minutes?
In the space of, I think 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
In the space of
so if it's got two goals in 2 minutes,
yeah,
that's really great.
So now you're on the driving seat.
Great.
That's really great. Now we just have to hold on to the lead because we have a record of giving away silly goals.
Talking about holding on, you are leading just by one goal.
One goal, yeah.
You know, you want to hold on. Yes, you want to be solid in defense, be very resolute in the midfield.
Keep the ball tight.
And keep the ball tight because 3-2 is not so much of a gap.
A very dangerous
Central African Republic side, because who've come to the Barbara Sports Stadium to try and upset you. They upsetted you in the first half.
And mind you, we've played them before. They've come.
It was our final game.
Yeah,
you know, the African qualifier.
Even though we won, but they posed a lot of threats. And remember, the coach in the press conference said, if we play the same way, we might not win the AFCON, and it ended up happening. So, they're a very tricky side. Yeah,
very tricky side. So, the update we are getting, of course, this is going to refresh, and you're going to get the latest update. 3-2, the Black Stars are leading. And, of course, I'll just bring in the updates on who got the goal for us. Still waiting to hear that. Well, it was a deflection. We understand Fatai Isahaku was the one who, unleashed a long-range shot, deflected and found its way in the back of the net. And of course, it had to deflect. If it is not scoring, it had to deflect.
It had to go in. Come on, we are playing at home. We have to take advantage of these home games because when we go away, it's very difficult to get results there. And that Mali result was very good for us. So it made no sense to lose or drop points today because it means all the good work we did in Bamako,
Mali, all the way in Bamako,
would have gone back to square one if you had dropped points today. So we just have to keep this result, keep it tight at the back. And just take the 3 points.
I mean, whatever Otoado told the boys in the second half seems to be working. Right? Whatever he told them seems to be working. And what do you think he told them? Because down 2-1 was the message, go all out there and show them what you're capable of doing.
I think the difference in the second half has been that the front line have been able to pick themselves up. Like they're able to find themselves more. In the first half, we're more of playing like individuals. We weren't working as a team. There was no cohesion in the front line between Fatai Isahaku, Kamaldeen, Kudus, and Jordan. We get the ball, we lose it, we give it to the Central African Republic. And they break us on the counter-attack, and we are found vulnerable. But I think in the second half, we've been able to find spaces behind them and connect with our front line. But still, our back line has still been an issue. And that's something we still have to work on.
So this table, I'm sure, is going to be updated. It's online, it's going to be updated. But with the Black Stars leading, it means that it takes them to top of the group
with 9 points.
That's what it means. It takes them to top of the group, 9 points. Madagascar still being second, 6, Comoros 6. And, of course, these teams yet to play their 4th game. So, understandably why they'll be in that situation. But
Central African Republic will now have 5.
They'll remain on 4 points at the moment.
4 points.
They'll be on 4 points. Most likely going to drop to 4th or 5th there.
So it's a very good result for us.
It's a very good result. But the game is not over yet because we're not even yet on the 70th minute mark. As I watched it, it was around the 64, 65th, 66th, even 67th minute. And there's still some more minutes to be played, And based on what you saw in the first half, the atmosphere at the Barbara Sports Stadium, how was the attendance like?
It has been great. I mean, Kumasi never disappoints. They've come in their numbers. The stadium is packed. And you can feel the momentum, and you can feel that they are well behind the team. So a lot of them were disappointed after the first half performance. But, it's our country, Ghana. We still have to support them. And I think that's what have pushed the boys through to come back from the losing position.
So you can understand that the atmosphere of the Barbara Sports Stadium has indeed invigorated the boys to go on and come back. So they're currently having a comeback win for the Black Stars. And earlier, there were some other games that were played. Nigeria did play Benin, and they ended up losing by 2-1 away from home. Uganda and Algeria also played. Algeria won that 2-1. Egypt and Guinea-Bissau, they played there, ended 1-1 in that game. So it's been a night where quite a number of the, heavyweights, struggle to get the win.
Second game, if we end up winning this game, I think it will really tell how mentally strong our team is. Because against Mali also, we went down by a goal and we came back to win the game. And in this game also, we went behind and we are now leading. So if we're able to maintain this performance or able to maintain our lead and not give the goals away. It speaks volumes of the mentality,
the mindset of the players. That's really a very important point there. So the Black Stars still playing. We'll bring you more update in our subsequent bulletins. That's Kwame Banana. Thanks very much for coming through. And we're going to keep supporting the Black Stars and bring you more in our subsequent bulletins in the course of the week. That's all we got for you on Prime Sports tonight with update from the Barbara Sports Stadium. Please do have a wonderful evening.